Alrighty, now we're going to talk about the chart of accounts. So when you're making your Xero organization, your Xero account, there will be a step where it asks you what chart of accounts you want to use for your business. And you could Google and see if there's a specific one that you think you want, but 9 times out of 10, I just pick the general one. Then you can kind of customize it yourself. But let me explain a little more. So if you click the accounting tab and come down a little ways to advance, it says chart of accounts right here. So you give that a click. It'll take you to all your chart of accounts. And now this is just a general one. I'm pretty positive. And it seems like there's a lot, but realistically, you're not going to be using a good chunk of these. Okay, so what is this exactly? So if you click expenses, these are your expense accounts. And if you notice, this is exactly what I was talking about when I was explaining common deductions earlier in the course. So you see advertising right there. Well, bring it back. And advertising is right here, the advertising expense account. So when you're spending money for your business, what's ordinary and necessary, say you paid insurance, or say you paid dues and subscriptions, you had a software or whatever, that's what you would put it to in the software. And I'll show you how to do that exactly later on. Now, expenses is what you'll use most of the time when you're in there. Expenses and income. So these are all your expenses, and then if you go to revenue, that's where you have sales. And if you wanted to break it down, you could do sales from bookkeeping or sales from consulting or whatever, but all goes to sales. So say there's one in here that you want but you don't have. Like say that you wanted to break down advertising a little bit more. Well, I see that advertising, the code for it is 6,000. So I'm going to go up here and click add account. It's going to be, let's say I wanted to add Facebook ad expense. So I'm going to scroll down to expense right here. Unique code. They can't have the same code. But I want it near advertising because Facebook ads is essentially advertising. So me personally, I like to put it close. So we'll go 6005, and then a name. You don't have to put expense, just whatever. Facebook ad expense, a little description. Money spent for Facebook ads. Easy money, right? And save. So now we have an account under the type of expense called Facebook ads. So now when we're reconciling, you could put all your money for Facebook ads instead of just reconciling it to advertising. If you want to know exactly how much was spent on Facebook ads, that's how you do that. That's how that goes. And maybe you do Google ads and you want to know how much you're spending Facebook ads versus Google ads, for example. We'll do this one, 610. Google ads. Boom. Easy money, right? That's not too difficult. So that's how you add an account. Like I said, 90% of the time, you're probably going to be using these different expense accounts, and you can add whatever ones are ordinary and necessary. Like I said, I gave a bunch of really common ones over here in that PowerPoint in that previous video. And then you're going to be using sales. For most of you guys, any money that comes in, for the most part, is going to be sales. Super easy. The other one you probably will use a little bit is 2 of them in equity. So owner's capital, owner's investment, and owner's capital, owner's draw. So anytime that you put money into your business from a personal account, like say you transferred $500 from your personal account into your business checking account. Well, that's not income, right? That's not money you made from running the business. So where that would go, where you'd reconcile it, is owner's capital. Owner's investment, my apologies. Owner's capital in owner's investment. And then when you pull that money out, if you take a draw, well, that's not an expense. That's you taking money out, and you would just put it to owner's draw. So when you put money into the business, you do it to owner's investment. When you take money out, do it to owner's draw. And so those are the accounts that you're going to use most of the time, and how to add an account into your chart of accounts.